Smoke too much.
Who's ready? It's nice to see y'all. It was a good time up in San Antonio. I went to MonsterCon.
Looking like we can't stream to Tidewater for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that page.
Everyone thinks because you're a zombie, you don't know good coffee. Well, they're wrong. We have very active lifestyles. It's not all wandering the countryside aimlessly or scaring passing motorists. And we all love a good cup of joe. And there's only one brew that gets my seal of approval. Deadly Grounds coffee is my guilty pleasure. Bold, robust, delicious. It's coffee that can wake the dead. With over a dozen different roasts and flavors, Deadly Grounds can satisfy the most finicky of coffee addicts. The aroma is so intoxicating. It brings all of my neighbors out of the woodwork. Deadly Grounds coffee. Coffee to die for and zombie approved. It's good to get a little deadly. Use the front door! Oh, they're so disgusting.
Persons under 18 will not be admitted.
Hey, happy Wednesday, everybody. You are watching Still Toking with. My name's Leo. I'm the monkey behind the keyboard here. We have a great show scheduled for you as always. And with us, Mr. Benjamin. How's it going?
It's going well.
You know,
You got creepy trees behind you.
Yeah, we have a creepy guest.
Oh,
But I do want to say, Leo, congratulations.
on what?
I think it's the first time in 6 weeks you did the intro and didn't fuck up anything.
Congrats, Leo.
Hey, thank you. Speaking of that, I know we got about 2 months before I got to come up with a new intro, so I was brainstorming while that was playing. So I'll need to know if the music's going to change or not.
No, the music is going to stay the same.
I'm on telling you now. I like the music.
Yeah, Scarecrow Hill will stay the same. But yeah, I got some ideas too. So we'll chat and brainstorm more about that. What's going on with my life?
Yeah, but you know, your ideas will be superseded, right, Jeffrey?
that's absolutely correct.
He thinks
'Cause
they
I got
will,
some ideas. I got some ideas of my own.
for a fucking change.
You know? What do you mean for a fucking change? Go fuck yourself. The
Only
fuck?
took 4 years. Go ahead.
4 years
Anyway,
for what?
Say you get your ideas.
Hey, you know, just before the show started here, I want to share this with everybody because we are coming up to spooky season and shit. So my wife comes back from walking the dog. The dog walks in the house, and I almost fucking puked and fainted.
Yeah, I was on the phone with him. I heard him spraying perfume. all
Oh
over
my
the
fucking
dog.
God! What a stink! Well, I found it out in the yard.
He got
Dead body.
skunked.
No, it was a dead body.
Dead body.
Yeah, it's it looked like a baby squirrel. I don't know. There wasn't much of it left to tell. If you know
What do
I
you
mean.
use to clean it?
Oh, I just picked it up.
With your raw bare paws?
No, I'm not baked. I ate a gummy. So this should be a fun show.
Oh, Jesus.
So anyway, let's move this forward. Enough about the book. I didn't even shave. Holy shit! Oh,
Right?
man.
You know why?
Yeah,
you know
I
why?
really. You know, we've had the pleasure. Huh?
I was gonna
What?
say, you know why you didn't shave?
Because I was
It's because
picking up
well,
dead
it's
bodies.
because we've interviewed this guy like fucking 27 times already this year.
Well, no,
But never
I
on the
think
show.
It's been like
Not
2
on
weeks.
this show.
Not on this show. You're in for a fucking treat now. So, you know, I want to bring the guest in, but you know, I've been thinking, you know, I can really fuck this name up, but do I really want to do that, or do I? I think I'm still gonna fuck it up by trying to say it correctly.
Don't
Oh, no,
fuck it
you're
up.
going to say it beautifully.
You know, so you know, for those of you who know, you know, the Last of Us. So we have a clicker. A clicker was used. I pushed that when I'm sitting on my couch, right?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what this other clicker bullshit is because I haven't personally seen it because I don't pay for HBO. So that being said, let's welcome. What's his name?
Olivier
Ross Parents.
Parents.
Oh, said it like a true champion.
Was I good?
Yeah, perfect. And hey, I just wanted to say, Jeff, Ben, y'all look good with a little bit of scruff. You don't need to be hating on each other, telling each other y'all need to shave. Live that scruff up.
Damn, man, you got your face right in there. You trying to blow something?
I'm right in there. I'm right in there.
He switched to the phone so that it's recording the camera through the phone on his fucking dude. He's fucking with us.
I ain't fucking with nobody. This is just my preferred angle.
My preferred angle.
What, the veins in your bald fucking head? I'm just saying, you know. All right, so he's.
Man, I'm happy to see y'all faces.
You know, we just saw you, what, 3 weeks ago? Was it 3 weeks ago?
Yeah. Time is an illusion anyway.
Right, especially after I gave you a gummy.
You did, and it was nice.
And he walked 2.5 hours from the airport.
Yes.
Yeah, you were. Everybody was all up into that story. They really had something to say about that. Where I'm from, 2.5 hours is just a little stroll. That's a walk around the park.
So you're up in Montreal, right?
Montreal.
Hence the fucked up pronunciation of parent. You know.
It's not fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is.
It is.
It is.
It's fucked up.
You I have to say that I did kind of grow up with that kind of stuff because my mom was Canadian French.
Of course.
My grandparents were Canadian French.
Yeah.
I thought it was French Canadian.
It's definitely French Canadian, but if Jeff and Leo felt funky and they wanted to say Canadian French, ain't nobody there to stop them.
I'm just saying.
It's a free country, baby.
Canadian French is that kissing thing. French Canadian is like you're from there.
My grandmother is she was from a little town in Quebec called We Done.
We Done. I don't know what that. I've never heard of that town in my life.
So,
that's because
What's the other town? What's the town next to it? You're done.
They're done.
They're done.
Oh man, we got a bunch of comments already coming in, don't we?
Yeah.
We should name a town not here.
Jeff looks baked.
No, Jeff looks like he's alive. Jeff looks like he's in the moment.
In the moment,
you want to know the craziest weird acting exercise I've ever done in my life?
Sure.
This was on this was on the set of the HBO series The Last of Us. This man who was teaching us how to move like these creatures was making us sit in a chair and get up from the chair and sit in the chair and get up from the chair and do that like an infinite amount of times. And it was kind of hard to figure out what exactly was the purpose of it all. But once it was all over, he pointed out that these creatures live in the moment. They respond to impulse. And so he wanted to teach us about impulse and to be in the middle, not in the past, not in the future, but in the middle. And when you're getting out of a chair and you're sitting down in a chair, supposedly you figure that out. Anyways, all that to say that, Jeff, you look like you're right in the middle right now.
I'm always in the middle, dude. Haven't you figured that out yet? How many hours did we chat? We chatted for hours. I'm always in the middle. Well,
a middleman.
When I have to deal with Ben, sometimes I'm not.
I ain't saying a fucking word about that one. Just saying, man. Just saying.
This is really weird, dude, the way you're doing this video thing. You're fucking with my hairy head.
My hairy head?
You're fucking with my hairy head.
So, tell us a little bit about your experiences on The Last of Us. Besides the one you just said, which was kind of weird. I wish, I should teach my wife that. Stand up, sit down. Stand up, sit down. That would be great.
Push the clicker.
Well, it was she's
probably watching. That was bad.
Let's hope she's not. Or let's hope
I know she is.
No, I know my wife's watching. She already said hello to you, Olivier.
Oh, well, hello back.
So
to answer your question, talk to you about the experience. It was it's a very spiritual experience because I was away from home and I was just living in a little box in the sky. And I would go on set and I'd get put on makeup for hours and then would be removed my senses one by one. My hearing and then my eyesight. And then I would go on set and just gyrate like a crazy man. Scare the shit out of people. And transform.
Gyrate
yeah, it was gyrating, dude.
With no senses.
Well, when your senses are limited, you get a heightened version of them, The little you do have of them is now
elevated.
He likes that.
Elevated.
How are you? I am elevated.
So yeah, it was a great time.
Wow.
So you were in that mask. You were actually blinded, right?
Yeah, for one, like a little bit. I was fully blind, and that's the whole, claustrophobia part. You got to watch out for. You don't want to get into.
Right. Now, did they?
You don't want to freak out. You don't want to start hyperventilating.
Oh, there you go. Did they?
Wow.
after they put the makeup over your eyes and stuff, do they slice it so you can see? How do they make it so you can see?
Well, it's like a 3-part mask, and the top, like the crown part, they fit it to my head, and then they take it off and they make little holes where they matched my eyes so that I could see directly in front of me.
Okay, so they don't cut that out while you're wearing it.
No, that would be a little jackass of them.
Okay, so I was just curious.
So yeah, no, I was just wondering how many walls you walked into. That's all.
You know what? No walls, because I was ready. I was a prepared man, prepared little boy. I arrived on set. I went on set, and then I mapped out everything I was gonna do. I practiced all my gyrations, all my crazy, jigglings of my body. And then I put the makeup on, and the rest was like clockwork. I just fell right into it and just played jazz,
Dude, we walked into more fucking walls in that haunted house than he has in his lifetime.
Probably. So, what's
you trying to get selfies or something?
He's videotaping himself. I think this is like his first live. Is this one of your first live ever podcasts, other than what we've done on the shows in Road?
Yeah. How am I doing so far?
You fucking suck at it.
No, he's having fun with it, and I love it.
Oh, he's having a blast.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm having a great time.
So, what do you got in your docket? You got
what I got in my what?
You got more of The Last of Us coming up, or what are you film? What are you working on? What are you doing?
Well,
anything you can talk about.
I'm sorry, I used too big a word for you.
Yeah, I got a very small vocabulary. Anyways, no. Yeah. No, I don't have much going on right now, actually. I'm just trying to survive. I'm stuck on a little boat in the middle of an ocean, and I'm paddling. And I got what I need, but I don't necessarily got what I want. And it's okay. It's okay.
Man.
Well, you got to have what you need. You wouldn't even need any makeup to play Dracula. Look at the fucking veins on your fucking head, man.
Right? I said that. I could see him playing a Nosferatu type character.
Oh yeah.
Vascularity.
Well, I'm not saying all your veins are big, so don't get a fat head.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Leo,
here we go.
Right off the wrist.
Yep.
Oh no, I did.
I'm just letting it go.
Well, you know what I did? You know what's coming out soon? I just dubbed a German movie.
Really?
You did?
Yeah, I'm not much of a guy who likes dubbing. I don't like to watch dubbed things. I like to watch my movies with subtitles and get a little bit of reading done. But I don't mind doing dubbing because it's kind of like doing karaoke, but on hard mode, because you got to like match all the breaths and all the ums and ahs and all the little mouth sounds, But I love to do that. I really, really love to do that. And
what was
dude, it was wild. It was a completely wild movie and a wild experience because I'd never done dubbing before, and it was a pretty big role in the film. It was about this MMA fighter who's got to fight that day, but on the same day, his little daughter, it's her birthday, and so he promised her that he was going to be there, of course, with a cake and a little kitten. But unfortunately, he's not. Unfortunately, he's fighting another dude. And the fight keeps getting pushed back, so now he's late, and his daughter's calling him, and she's crying, and then his baby mom is calling him, and she's like, I'm going to get full custody because you fucking suck as a dad. And he's like, hell no, and he bounces from the fight, and he runs away, and he runs, and the clock is ticking, and he's trying to find a cake, and he's trying to find a cat, and he's trying to get to his daughter's birthday. Unbeknownst to him, though, the fight was rigged. The mafia put $500,000 for him to win, and he ain't showing up. So now the mafia's after him.
Wow.
Would you watch that movie?
Probably.
Oh,
Cool.
except for the kitten.
You don't like cats?
Come on now.
Oh, I
You
love
gotta
cats.
get
I
the
have two
fucking-
cats.
You got to get
I
the
was being a
kitten.
smartass. I figured he was going to say a puppy.
Zombie
You
kitten,
know?
scratch your eyes out.
Zombie kittens to scratch your eyes out. So you've been touring a lot this summer, doing a lot of appearances.
Yeah, it's odd. I don't fully accept it as reality yet. I'm still
Why
like,
not?
I still think it's a dream. Because I'm not. I'm kind of a low key guy. I'm
Right.
I'm not used to the big city and all the people and all that. So
No. Does the
You're not a Thor guy?
I'm not a tour guy, no. But I'm kind of becoming one, though. I'm kind of getting I'm kind of getting the dance. I'm kind of getting to learn how to move around and play jazz, so to speak, with all the other peeps that are there, like you guys, like you nice folk. You guys definitely helped ease me into it because you were there for my first con. You were there for my first con.
Right.
Yes, we were. So, did the spotlight burn a little bit when it first hit you?
Yeah, especially because I'm like, I still piss and shit. You know what I mean? Like I didn't think.
Well, right.
I was
You're
like,
just an
why the
everyday
fuck?
Joe. You're just
Yeah.
an everyday Joe. You're a regular old guy. Yeah, no, I get that.
I'm just a
Okay.
regular old guy. Just a
Well, you're not
regular
old, but
guy.
No, he's not old. He's just fresh out of fucking diapers. What are you kidding me?
right?
And just heads up, that joke flew over all of your heads. He said he is a low key guy, and I said you're not a Thor guy.
I caught the Thor.
Yeah.
I caught the low key.
Just
in the
ignored
Thor.
it.
Yeah, keep that shit for splash pages, man. I'm just kidding.
Hey, it's still
No,
Some
a
people
joke.
got it, Leo. Leo, some people got it, and the people who got it are thankful.
No,
Yeah,
it's,
Leo's got it.
See the difference between me, the difference between me and Leo's jokes is his are intelligent.
That is true. That is
I
true.
see.
So what's coming up for you on the tour? I mean, you just did was it San Diego?
Yeah, San Antonio, and I'm going to
San
Houston.
Antonio.
I'm going to Houston in a little bit, which is going to be fun.
Oh, is that Tony's show?
Yeah, that's Tony's show.
What show is that? Give it a shout.
Oh, you
You
just
don't
put him
know.
on the spot. Look at the face.
Well, it's Midnight Media's represents.
Is this his?
I don't remember
Halloween?
names of things, man.
Is this the Houston Horror Fest or whatever it is?
It
No.
probably is. That sounds exactly what
That's
I would
not till
sound
next
like.
summer. Yeah, that's not till next summer. I
Okay,
think
well
he
then
does
it's
like
not that.
Yeah,
This
he
is
does
his
like
October thing he's doing.
Yeah, he does like a 1 day pop up, not a pop up, but a 1 day horror / style show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
So-
it
Yeah.
roster
So
con?
sorry to put you on the spot.
No,
Not
put me on
really.
the spot. I love the spot. The spot's
Yeah.
nice.
He's gonna get a call from Tony later. What the fuck, man? I represent you and you don't even know my show?
Yeah, he's gonna greet me next time I see him with a pack of insidiously flavored jelly beans. Know what I'm saying?
He's having way too much fun with his technology.
Yeah, he
man.
is.
I don't know. He's like, yeah,
The
man, I
view,
can
man.
afford to buy. I can buy a phone and a computer. Look, everybody, I'm on both.
I got a phone and a computer. Hey, baby. Why don't
You're
you
not
come
getting
over
any
to my
feedback.
trailer? I got a phone and a computer.
Wow.
Living
Okay.
life in
All right.
luxury, y'all.
Okay, so now I'm gonna change the subject here.
Yeah.
Do you know what month it is?
The month of my birth, September.
it? Wait a minute. When's your birthday?
The
What
4th.
day of the 4th? Oh, sorry. Mine's this Friday, so
Oh, I recently
I-
just found someone who had the same birthday as I do, exactly the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah, but that
That's
doesn't
not a
make
good
you a
thing.
Libra.
Trust me.
Yeah.
I've run into that. It's not always a good thing. Most of the time it is, but sometimes it's not a good thing.
Right. I was
So
going to say,
proceed with caution.
the
What
end of the
about
month.
what about you, Ben?
That's doppelganger shit right there.
What's that?
What about you, Ben? You ever met someone that's born on the same day you're born?
Yeah, a few people actually.
No, no way.
Yeah, I have a nephew. Well, actually, he's a little cousin, but I call him a nephew that has the same birthday. And I'm sure there's a few others. You know, but he's just having way too much fun with that friggin' phone.
I think someone farted in my face and I got an eye infection.
What?
Wouldn't that be an eye infarction?
Oh.
Oh,
Oh
God.
man.
So
I wonder when's the next time I'm gonna see you folks.
I don't know. You're gonna have to talk to that representation that you have and tell him that he's gonna get a hold of us so he can represent us, and then maybe we'll be at somebody's one day.
I commented on Tony's post.
What would you?
Tony's post.
But I'm curious about this, Ben, because you know you're always asking them for representation, but they're not really. They don't really represent your type of media, though. Like they always represent actors and such. What and like people who. I mean, of course, you've acted in your own things, but you guys are authors. You guys are creators. You guys never present yourselves as actors, right? You guys have your own thing, your own podcast. So, I mean, I'm curious as to when you look for representation, why you would look for an acting manager or a talent agent like that, rather than like one that would represent like other like podcasts or.
Nobody does what we do.
Well, because you got to understand. Wait a minute, we're interviewing you.
Yeah.
See, you did it.
You're
again.
right. I always do this.
You did it again. You did it again. You some bitch.
But if you want to get technical, you were in The Last of Us, which is one appearance, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Jeff and I have both appeared in Texas Death Trippin', the extended cut. I was also in 2 other films. So
we've been there.
I see. So you would you'd want some representation as not as a like a vendor, but as a personality, as a
personality. Yes.
Right. As more of a personality.
Okay. Well, do they know this? Maybe this needs to be cleared up. Maybe it's not a situation where you just need to like accost them about this when you see them, but send them an email explaining exactly what you would seek.
So, welcome to the Still Toking with show as Olivier.
Welcome.
Olivier tries once again to interview us. Now, I tried to do this before. Where the fuck are you going, dude? Oh, there you are. So, I asked you what month it is, and you said the month I was born. So I never got a true answer to the question that I was
September.
asking. What is September? I don't know if it's true in Canada, though. Am I wrong, Ben, on that?
I don't know, but we know that
September is the month where the Twin Towers exploded.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's not where he was going.
That's not where I was going. It is.
I felt like that's exactly where you were going, Jeff. Jeff, you always talking about the Twin Towers and shit.
Not me.
So, as Jeff was saying, September is Suicide Prevention Month or Awareness Month.
Yes, it is.
One thing that we learned chatting with you behind the scenes on tour this summer was that you actually work in that field.
I do work in that field.
Tell us a little bit about that, because a lot of people watching tonight or listening to this later on aren't the same people that watched the live streams from the cons.
And where do you find those, by the way? I was looking on your website. You guys ever release those afterwards, or it's purely a live stream?
No, they're there.
No, they're all archived. Everything is
Yeah,
archived.
it's all
There's
there.
over 600 videos on YouTube.
They're all on YouTube?
Well, they're everywhere. If you go to our
They're
website,
everywhere.
if you go to our website and go to season 4, and this is for our viewers and listeners as well, and you scroll down through season 4 of all the guests, you'll see different places where, like Expo Canna, there was live streams. When you click on those, it'll take you to a sub page with all the interviews or the live feeds or whatever we were streaming for that event. So if
Right.
you go
So
to
like
season
your
4,
interview is listed under, it should be in Tidewater, right?
well, he should have one from Georgia.
Yeah.
Is he-
No, I was in Baltimore,
Oh,
Maryland.
So
sorry, that's right.
Maryland and Tidewater.
So Maryland and Virginia. So if you scroll down, you'll see SitCon from Maryland and SitCon from Tidewater. Just click on that; it'll bring you to a sub screen. Scroll down till you find you. Click on it, and then you can share the link
Badass.
from there. Yeah, you can share the link from there. But there's a ton of other people there too.
So it's all on your website.
that it is.
Badass.
So,
So,
back
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 to
to Olivier.
back to the question.
So what
tell
do
us a
you
little
what
bit-
do you
yeah.
do?
I am a suicide prevention interventionist, which basically means people call me when they're in a crisis, and I try to figure out how to get from where they are to a place that's at least slightly more bearable. And that's my MO these days. That's my little bread and butter when I'm not, learning lines and smiling for the cameras or clicking for the cameras, depending which camera. It's a fun gig.
Right.
Now what made you want to do that?
Oh, I was looking for some lighthearted shit. Woo!
Okay, wow, man, you're ripe tonight.
It was during the pandemic, man, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? And I was selling popcorn at an independent movie theater and telling myself it was good for my career because I could watch free movies. But at one point I was like, no, man, I need to do some real shit. I need to leave some kind of a positive impact in the world. I can't just dance around. And so I decided to go into social work. Just threw myself in, started as a volunteer, and then, showed that I could do what I could do relatively well. And then I got hired, and the rest is history.
Well, good for you. I congratulate you on that. That's
Right,
not an easy gig, man.
No,
Well, I
was gonna
appreciate that.
say, just taking the phone calls and listening to, people that are desperate like that, it's got to wear on you.
Yeah, it does. It's let's just say I'm happy when it's the weekend.
Right.
So what do you do for an outlet?
This, apparently.
I gotta say, I don't always have the healthiest outlets. I mean, I do a lot of exercise. That's good, and that gets my mind busy. And I see a lot of people I love. I go out and I do activities. I'm going apple picking this week with my sweetheart. We go on apple picking on Sunday. It's going to be a great time. Maybe find a little Airbnb. So that's going to be real sweet. Apart from that, man, sometimes like today, I fucking just smoke weed and play video games, and I don't really like that. I don't really like that. That's my outlet for now. But you know what? Sometimes you just got to be kind to yourself and say, well, you can't always be killing it, And so, yeah, and plus the new Resident Evil 4 came out, man. Fuck. It's like remastered and shit. It's fucking badass. So yeah, been doing that. And I mean, I talk about what I hear rather how I feel about what I hear to people I care about. And luckily for me, I have people that are willing to listen. I think that's something that's really essential for all human beings, right? Having someone
Agreed.
to listen.
Without judging.
Yeah.
Right.
Or, you know, could just keeping their judgments to themselves.
True
It's good
that.
enough.
True that. Well,
Yeah.
wow. So, like I said, I commend you on doing a job like that. It is extremely important.
Well, I commend
You know.
you both, actually. I commend you both for doing what you do, because this is already a big operation, and you guys, I know, I put a lot of work into this, and you guys have, like you said, Ben, have starred in many films and have accomplished many things that you have pioneered yourselves. And yet, on top of that, you guys have some real fucking badass careers as, you know, woodworkers, as creators of material. You know, Ben, your houses, you know, and Jeff, all your furniture. That shit.
See what he did? He did it again.
He did.
He did.
We
He
need,
just did
we
it
need
again.
to get him to start his own show because he's just.
Hey,
good
I
at
didn't
telling
ask
me
any
shit around.
questions. Wasn't asking any questions, man. I know I'm trying to correct that, but I'm just singing your praises a little bit. Y'all deserve it.
Well,
Feel
I
it.
appreciate that. I appreciate that. Orp.
Right.
And I love that name now. Orp.
Orp.
Orp. Say it backwards, baby. Say it
Bro.
backwards.
No, I won't.
He's a pro at being an orp.
Orp.
Wow,
Oh,
laugh like that
shit.
again? Okay, that would work.
I'll do
for a lot
whatever
of
you want me
places.
to do, baby. You ask me to laugh. You ask me to cry. You ask me to samba down into my darkest depths of myself. I will, baby.
He's auditioning.
He is. He's doing something.
Yeah, he's auditioning.
He's like, I know people watch the.
Oh, we lost you, Ben, and you're muted.
You lost, Ben.
Uh-oh, he's doing some flippy shit again.
Hey.
Am I back?
You're back.
Well, now I can't hear. I just lost my headset.
Where you at, Ben?
Christ.
What the fuck
Where you
are
at,
doing,
Ben?
dude?
I don't know. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yep.
We
I
can
can
hear
hear
you,
you.
but we can't see you.
I lost my camera. Nice. Let's see if we can get that back on.
Okay, so first thing I notice is that you're either showing off your tattoos or playing with yourself.
I wasn't even. I feel like it was backlit, so you couldn't see anything. I was just trying to make a vagina with my feet.
With the TV in the background?
Well, yeah, like light shining through. Maybe not. Maybe it didn't need to be vaginal. Maybe
Oh.
it's just more of like a,
Oh,
know,
that's
the
entertaining.
light at the end of the tunnel. Not saying.
So, you're in Montreal.
I'm in
You live in the
Montreal.
city? Are you in the
Yeah.
city or like on the outskirts?
No, I'm right into downtown. Like, I don't know. You probably can't see nothing because it's dark. Hey, let's go outside. Can y'all see any of this?
Yeah.
Not really. It just looks like
well, sort of. Just looks
Looks
like a bunch of lights. But that's
just looks like a
Montreal right
bunch
there.
of lights. Well, you're looking at downtown Montreal, ladies and gentlemen. Downtown Montreal, the city that never sleeps.
Oh, look, he came back to real life. He's not on the. Oh, no, back to the computer screen.
Oh, I'm right back here, baby. Maybe I can, just to, maybe here. I got an idea, guys. I got an idea, and I think it's going to be something that y'all will appreciate. Don't go nowhere.
The
Well,
fuck
we're
are you
not.
doing, dude?
Well, I'm back
Don't
anyway.
go nowhere.
Yeah, it was weird. I don't know. Fucking mic, camera, headset, everything glitched.
The hell is he?
I don't know. He's playing with paper. Either that or he's going to start gaming. I don't know, one of the two. So anyway, Leo,
Yes.
how are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Good. You've been very quiet this week. Oh, look, he's back.
Oh,
Where the fuck did he go? What the fuck was that? He's like, watch, I can be Houdini. Boom. See ya.
Where
He's
the fuck
probably
did he
going-
go?
He just disconnected himself. Yeah, he's not the
Wow.
brightest bulb in the shed.
I think
back.
I think he's extremely high at this point.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah, I think he's eating those gummies.
Here he is.
here I
The
am.
fuck
the
you
hell?
doing? What are you doing?
I'm back.
He
How much
doesn't know
weed
what
have you
he's doing.
smoked?
This is the real me now.
The real
I
me now.
see you, and you see me.
How much weed have you smoked?
Not much, man. I'm doing pretty good. I'm trying to make my ounce last 3 months. My last ounce lasted me 2, and the ounce before that lasted me 1. So I'm on a winning streak.
Okay. He's on a winning streak.
Yeah. The goal would be to eventually smoke an ounce a year. I think that would be the goal. Then it'd be a real casual smoker. I think it'd be good for my health. I think it'd be good for my brain. It'd be good for my wallet.
So
That is
what you
Ain't
do
gonna
is
lie.
you just grind up the entire ounce and roll 365 pinners.
Wow. I
You'd be
don't think that
smoking
would be
a lot of
possible,
paper.
man.
You'd be smoking
think
a
you
lot
have
of
a-
paper.
Yeah, I think you overestimate how much an ounce is that you think you can make 365 joints out of it.
I didn't say joints. I said pinners.
Yeah, pinners, baby. It's basically just paper, baby. I just rub my weed on it.
Wow. Okay, Groucho.
Leo, I don't know, man. You let this one go off the tracks at 18 minutes and it hasn't come
well,
back.
Well, you know what? Let's change the topic a little bit and put it to something, a conversation I know Jeff enjoys.
Yes.
Okay, Olivier, let's get your thoughts on, I don't know if you heard about it yet, but the Nazca aliens.
I have not.
You have
Inform
not?
me.
That was in Mexico, right?
In Mexico, the Mexican
Yeah.
government unveiled that they have a mummified alien. And it's going through scientific review right now. Let me show you what it looks like.
Yes, folks, we're going alien.
Yep. So they've done an X-ray of it. One of them has what looks like 3 eggs in it.
It looks like fucking E.T.
Yeah.
Eggs.
Makes you think, where Spielberg got the idea for E.T.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
he was there when it crashed.
Maybe.
I feel like I need to hear this story from multiple sources for me to fully accept it into my reality. This seems a little wild.
Oh, I totally get that. I'm not going to be believing it.
I mean, it
until
looks
goes
crazy
through,
though. Look at that face.
Oh, it does. Yeah. It definitely
Yeah,
needs
it
to go
must
through.
be. It's got to be proven.
It needs to go
me,
through
it's not
more
proven
scientific
yet.
review.
Yes. But it's definitely an ET look. That face is ET.
Yep.
Mm.
Look at that
And-
hip bone.
And right now, you just have people saying, "Oh, it's true," or "Oh, it's debunked." Some people said it's pieced together from different animals. But
And you want to know what I think?
what do you think?
What you
Fucking It's a distraction.
It's a distraction.
No. They wouldn't do that.
Wow. So, yeah, Olivier, do you believe in aliens? Are you into that kind of shit?
I don't know if I'm into it. Because I feel like if I said I was into it, it'd be an offense to people who are really into it, like you, Jeff. I'd like to entertain the idea, and I'm definitely not against it. And I would love to learn more about it. And I love it as a
Okay.
concept. I love the idea of other civilizations and us being, smaller than we think and not the center of the world. I love all that conceptually. So that's what I think
right,
about aliens.
Let me simplify the question for you. This is a yes or no answer. Do you believe in aliens?
Maybe. He's just not going to answer that for you.
No, he's not.
I don't like my yes or no questions, man, because truly there's never a yes or no answer. I don't know what I believe.
Right.
I'd like to believe in aliens. I'd like to know one day. I'd like to see where
Okay.
this story you just told me about, Leo, goes.
Right.
All things I'd like to know. But do I believe in them? What would be my basis for believing in them, And what would it give me to believe in them?
Okay, so let me, since you want to, let's go deep then.
Oh,
Let's
boy.
go deep.
Okay, so how many planets are in the universe?
I have no idea.
Billions and billions.
Yeah.
Right? So they say.
Yeah.
There
Oh,
are
sorry.
billions and
Carl
billions.
Sagan said.
Which I believe there's suns all over the place and galaxies and, the whole solar systems and the whole fucking
Yeah.
9 yards. And I personally believe that it'd be conceited to think that we're the only intelligent life.
Yeah, I would think so too. But I feel like it's also reductory to be like, well, because the world is so big, there must be other people, like there's so much about the universe we don't understand. Maybe there were other species, creatures, societies, other time frames and other, and maybe parallel universes, I don't know.
Portals to another dimension.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
I wasn't
do
asking for
agree.
your agreement. I just wanted to know what you thought. That's all.
So
You don't have
that's
to
what I
agree
think.
with me. Yeah,
That's
okay,
what I think. I
cool.
think it's
this is what I had to deal with for 3 months this summer on the road.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not
me and
into this,
Olivia,
Ben?
Oh, no,
we
I
had a
am. I
lot of-
just sit here
We had a
laughing,
lot of
listening to
conversations
you,
like this.
listening
which
to
is
the
pretty
two of
cool.
you go back and forth.
So what would you like me to make you out of wood?
Oh man,
Wow.
if I would have anything made
Leo's like, what the fuck?
by the great Jeff,
Baby Sasquatch.
probably just a nice little box, a nice little rectangular box, like a little firebox,
A fire?
Well, not a firebox because it's made of wood.
Something he can keep his weed in.
Yeah, or other valuables.
Okay.
Okay. The gummy has
But Jeff, you don't need to make me something. I mean, I feel like that's a lot of work, and I feel like you're a busy man.
Well, no, I have some older stuff that hasn't sold. I can just send you one of those. You won't know the difference.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Hey, I don't take offense to a hustle.
Right.
You got to make space.
Oh man. Are you like laying down, sitting up? Everything's at an angle behind you.
Yeah, I'm not in any labelable position, really. You wouldn't be able to describe my position with words.
He's doing friggin' yoga while he's doing an interview.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Fucking dude, you're
Y'all
a
ever
fucking
stick
weirdo.
y'all ever stick your finger in your ass and put it in your nose?
No, I
Where
usually
the
do it
fuck
the
did
other way.
Where did that come from? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was.
You guys are wild, man. You guys are wild. You guys are too wild for me.
Trying to laying down like.
He's sitting on the floor with his head against the wall. Where he's been
No,
all
in the
night.
doorway. That's a doorway or something.
Leah, what you got on the wall behind you?
Video games.
No, what games?
It's a bunch of Atari and Nintendo games.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
are you a
cute.
retro gamer, Leo?
Yeah. Well, it's what I grew up with. So I started collecting Atari games, from my youth, and then the Nintendo games were too expensive, so I started getting like reproduction boxes. So just the games I had when I was a kid. Just nostalgia factor.
Yeah.
See, now he's interviewing Leo.
Mm-hmm. I'm letting it go.
I can ask questions, Jeff. I can be curious, okay?
You
If you
make
don't
a
want me to
great-
ask questions, roll them out.
You can.
Start
No,
talking, baby.
You'd be a great host. You would. You should do a show.
I don't know what I would host. I feel like my show would be, just a nightmare.
No, because you're inquisitive. You're very inquisitive.
But I also, I also kind of get the, like, I told you, man, like I get a little bit of the case of the fuck arounds, I like to fuck around.
Oh, you'll grow up.
Oh man, I don't know if I will. I hope so.
Nah, it's
Wow.
fun being a Toys R Us kid.
Nobody
So
ever
actually-
really grows up.
No, why would you
No.
want to? Orp. Wow.
So,
So
I thought you were going to ask a question. Go ahead.
no, I was, and then I forgot it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, and you asked the question, Ben. You've been silent there in your cave, amongst the trees.
I'm just watching the two of you go at it.
Right.
I'm having a
So
good
all
time.
right. Okay, so you did a little bit of acting.
Yeah,
Little bit.
a little bit.
Acting. And you do the, you work the suicide prevention line stuff. You do that.
Yeah.
Okay, which is admirable, by the way. But
Yeah, you
what
said it.
what do you want to do?
Well, this year I got the luxury of starring in a independent Canadian feature, and I've always been a cinephile, man. Like my first and last love will always be the cinema in all shapes and forms. I have a really varied palette when it comes to my taste in films, and so I would like to answer your question, Jeff. I would like to continue this journey in creating wonderful art. Create things that have shaped me,
Mm-hmm.
and that could shape other people.
Right, so you want to act more.
Yeah, I'd love to act more.
Okay.
Eventually, I'd like to write, and I'd like to direct. So I've written a few short films and some feature-length films, but I don't yet have the confidence to go out there and be like, I want to make this movie and tell a bunch of people how I want to make it, and just pitch it and sell it, and just basically, because when you make a film, I mean, you guys know, when you make something, it's your baby, and that takes a whole lot of courage. That's why I look up to you guys, man. I think what you guys do is amazing, because it takes a lot of balls to go out and make your own thing. And so eventually I want to be there, but I'm not there yet.
But the bottom line, dude, is have fun with it. Just have fun with it. You don't need to have courage to do it. Just have fun with it. So
That's well said.
You said you don't have the courage to pitch them yet. You don't have to have that courage. Just you got to say, okay, well, this is what it's going to cost me, and you get your friends and family involved, and you start raising some money, and just fucking do it. If
You're right.
if it's an amazing feature, then great, it's an amazing feature. If it's a fucking shit show, it's a shit show. But have fun doing it, and that's all that matters, man. That's what
It
we
just
did.
becomes a life experience when
Yeah,
it's all
you
done.
just have fun, and you just build on it from there. Say, okay, well, I did this wrong, or I did this right. I'll put that towards the next one, you know, and you just keep building on it. Before you know it, baby, boom, you got something fucking amazing, you know.
Yeah.
And it's not courage; it's just fun. Have fun. You always have fun. I mean, we see you at the events, just
You're right.
hanging
You're
out,
right.
chilling out, and shooting the shit. You've got that knack.
It's playing. You're right.
Yeah, you know.
It's
So
about playing.
I don't think courage has anything to do with it.
Thanks for that, Ben.
You know, and shit, Jeff and I we have backgrounds in writing. If you want to shoot a small script over, confidential, I'll read it.
Okay.
And I'll
Okay.
tell
Yeah,
you,
I'd love to hear you. I'd love to have your input.
You know, I know Jeff would read it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but if we read it, then I got to go. Okay, well, this part would be great for me or great for Jeff. You know,
I got to give it to you because then you got leverage on me. Now you have all my stories, and you can steal them.
Never would do that in 100 years, man. Never
know
in
you
100 years. Nope. I've read a ton of fucking shit for people.
Yeah. Have you ever considered stage work?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've done a lot of theater. Theater's my background, right? I studied theater, and then for multiple years, I worked in like a touring company, and I was touring theater around high schools and things like that around Eastern Canada. And then I did theater like in little festivals here and there. It was you know, it's a good part of my life.
Gee, we should have fucking started the show with that because like that's an important thing.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
you know,
like anything else, right?
Yeah, we'll just wait till there's like 4 minutes left in the show. We'll ask him like if he's done. Oh, hey, yeah. By the way, you know, my background is theater.
Yeah. I love being on stage, and I love the experience of watching a play. I find it's rare that I go see a play and I get the true experience. Something sometimes always takes me out of it. But sometimes I think when you get it right, when the stars align, nothing can move you the way a live performance can.
Right.
So what's the most memorable
I thought he was going to steal my question. I was going to jump
play or character that you've done on stage?
Ooh, I got a story I think y'all would like. So this play is called Our Country's Good, and it's a play about the immigration of British prisoners to the early colonized Australia, and these prisoners being sent there to populate the land. And one of the first things they do is they put on a play to entertain themselves. And so it's a play within a play. And so I was playing a prisoner, this Irish prisoner, who was also tasked to be the, not the butcher, that's the fucking wrong word, the executioner of
Okay, there you go.
of the you know, the whichever prisoners did bad or didn't follow code. And so he was definitely hated by all, right? Not only was he a prisoner, but he was also hated by the prisoners because he was Irish and was just being also the executioner. And it wasn't such a big role, but there was a good, because he was definitely struggling with a lot of mental turmoil. And so at one point he goes to see the main lieutenant, and what starts as like a monologue into his day-to-day life and just what's going on with him, he kind of starts to jump into madness, and this is when you see in the play the actual toll that being here puts on the prisoners, and he kind of breaks down and he goes through, you know, every emotion in the book. And this was a great piece. The thing is, though, I was real confident about this, okay? Talking about confidence. I knew all my lines since day one. I was just on beat because I love the character. Mm-hmm. And so come opening day, I'm so confident, okay? I'm thinking about the celebration. I ain't even thinking about the play. I'm thinking about the party afterwards.
And my friend, my best friend in the whole wide world, Steven, comes and he's like, hey, and for the celebration, I got these gummies. These gummies not too different like your special gummies, Jeff. And I was like, you know what? Fuck the after party. Let's take them now. And so I took all these gummies, and then I went on stage, and I fucking blanked, man. I blanked because it hit me right where I was about to start this long-winded monologue that went in every which direction. And so I fully blanked, and then I improvised, and then I kind of did a little clicker thing, right? Because he's going through a breakdown. So instead of using words, I just used my body, and I just started gyrating and having like a seizure. Everybody was terrified of what I was doing because it was very much off script. But we kept it pro. We flipped it on its head. I have the other actor, the main actor in the play. His name is Anton May. Shout out Anton, man! What a fucking warrior. He even gave me my line, but I was so high I couldn't even continue even after he gave me my line. I just had to continue to gyrate and do whatever. And eventually I caught on, but it was quite the fuck up. And we always remember our fuck ups the most, don't we?
Right.
Well, that's how you learn.
Yeah.
You can't let one shit wipe out 10 attaboys.
Yeah. So that's my most memorable theater experience, and that is why I will never do any play in any form of inebriation.
Well, that makes total sense.
So we have like a couple minutes left with this amazing guest. So there's been a ton of comments. But Jeff, last questions?
So where are you going to be next?
I'm going to go to Houston on the 28th for the Midnight Horror Con. I can't think of the goddamn title for it. But I'm going to be around, man. Open your TVs, open your radio, check your fax machine. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there. And what are the comments saying? You saying we getting comments? What are we saying? What are people saying?
Oh, there's been all kinds of stuff. What do you want? Oh, you're on your phone, so you probably can't see it.
I gotta look in the chat. Is that it?
Yeah.
Good evening.
Oh, I see him. I see him. I see y'all.
Have to plan a trip to Canada. Hey, Roland. Yeah, it depends on where you're watching or listening to us. But depending on where you're watching or listening to us, you can check the show notes up above or down below, and you can find out all about our amazing guest.
Oh, look at all these. You guys got a great community.
They all came out here to see you. None of them came to see us.
Oh, don't say that. Nobody can say no to those pretty faces.
Yeah. So I do have a last question. I have a last question. Then
Yes, Ben.
I'll let Leo end it. You said that you really enjoy theater in the live performances. What's one of your favorite theatrical performances? And it could be it could be Cats, it could be Riverdance, like Phantom of the Opera. Like, what is one of your all-time favorite theatrical performances?
I think when I was a kid, I saw 12 Angry Men played in French in a nearby theater, and all of those performances were incredible. I think that was definitely one of the plays that made me want to do plays. We all got those.
Right. Awesome.
See, mine was Fiddler on the Roof.
And mine was Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
I knew someone who couldn't get enough of Phantom of the Opera.
Although,
and you, Leo, what's yours?
Lord of the Dance was a top tier with Phantom of the Opera too.
I see.
That's a different kind of thing, though.
But it's still a theatrical performance.
It's more like a musical.
That's a porn thing, right?
Leo, what about you?
Favorite theatrical performance?
Yeah.
I don't really have one. The only thing I can really name is The Butcher of Seville with Bugs Bunny.
Oh.
What?
Kill the wabbit, kill the wabbit.
Is that a? Is that
Awesome.
like a? Is that a stage show?
No, but it's taken from a stage show. It's
Okay, Leo, what's your last question for our guest? Holy shit.
That was hilarious.
you know, he had Elmer
Kill the
Fudd, he had the
rabbit.
wig.
Kill the
Yep.
rabbit.
Yep. Yeah, I know exactly
Okay.
what you're talking about, but not where I was going, but I like it.
Holy shit.
Hey, I'm a dork. I didn't get out much, you know. I never really saw a play, so
Oh,
That's
we gotta
okay,
take you to
Leo.
the theater.
yeah.
That's
That was a great answer.
You
Thank
don't know
you,
what you're
thank you.
missing.
It was. It really was.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Leo, your last question for our amazing
Okay,
guest?
so Olivier,
Yes.
you know, we talked a little bit about, you know, what you enjoy. My normal question is, what do you dork out about? We know you like video games. Is there something else you dork out about, or maybe a favorite game that you enjoy other than Resident Evil? You know, do you do any retro gaming?
I do a lot of retro gaming. I used to play Super Mario Adventure quite a bit. I play a lot of Dark Souls too. That's another game I like to play. But I'd say what I dork out the most about is cinema. I definitely love to. Ever since I think I watched The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly when I was like 6 or 7 years old, it's always been like my main mental motivator. Watching movies, being transported into another story.
Nice.
It's definitely my favorite artistic medium.
So what's a classic movie you would recommend everybody at least watch once?
I think if you're ever down for a spook and you want to see master editing at its finest, you can watch Philip Kaufman's 1978 version of The Invasion of the Body Snatchers, starring Donald Sutherland.
Mhm.
I think Jeff Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum is definitely in there too.
Mhm.
And Leonard Nimoy. Leonard Nimoy has a guest appearance as well, and I think it is one of the most tormenting and brilliantly constructed films of our generation.
Nice.
Wow. Well said.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Well said.
What's your favorite horror movie?
Well, it's going to be a tie between that or Rosemary's Baby. Ooh, or you know what? I saw this absolutely fantastic African horror film called Atlantic by Matsi Diop. This I think Senegalese woman, which is it's a zombie movie, but it's a very odd take on a zombie movie. You're actually rooting for the zombies in this one. I'd highly recommend it.
And what's it called?
Atlantic.
Atlantic. Like the ocean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe it's Atlantics. Atlantics.
Okay, either way, I'll find it.
Right.
You'll find it. You'll find it.
All right, Leo.
You'll
do your
find
thing.
it, Jeff.
Take us out.
Yeah, well, on that note, I want to thank everybody for watching this fine evening. Definitely check the show notes up above or down below, depending on where you're watching or listening to us. For me, you know where to find me. Just Google me. You'll find a bunch of stuff. Could be true, could be not. I'm not going to say which is which, but I run the Dorkening Podcast Network. We got a ton of shows on the network. There's a lot of awesome people doing a lot of awesome stuff. Head on over to thedorkening.com. You can see more there. And I do a bunch of other shows during the week. You know, Midweek Geeks is going to be on soon. Splash Pages on Tuesday. And there's a couple others, Comics Paradox and The Dork Night. And with that, Olivier, where do you like people interacting with you on social media?
I'm not much of a social media guy, but I guess I can do Instagram.
Instagram.
I mean, if you're trying to reach me, that I guess would be the easiest way. Because I do, like all of us, sometimes get lost in the vortex of fucking mediocre media that is our phones. And I do that through Instagram.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Jeffrey.
Wow. I Yeah, I don't know what to say to that. I want to thank Olivier for joining us. He's been a fucking trip. I will say that.
Hey, it's nothing compared to y'all's silliness.
Oh my god. I can't. Just go to stilltoking.com, follow us. Just subscribe to our YouTube channel. That'll, yeah, whatever.
Benjamin, take us out of here.
Oh crap. So yeah, like Jeff said, stilltoking.com. You can see us here every Wednesday night at 7:00. We actually have a special show coming tomorrow night at 7:00. No, Leo, you don't have to worry about being there for that. But yeah, thanks to Olivier for coming and hanging out with us. I mean, he's an amazing gentleman, folks. He just likes to get a little freaky sometimes, as you can see. But
it's been an absolute pleasure.
To all our veterans and first responders, we want to thank you for doing what you do so people like us can do what we do. Stay safe. We'll see you. Well, we'll see you tomorrow night, but Still Toking With will be back again next week. We'll see you. Stay safe.
Don't let your grandma soak your pajamas, baby.